Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Alongside my many Conservative colleagues, I've had a very difficult decision to make. Rebellion against one's own government is torturous, but in this case, I feel compelled. I have no doubt it is the right thing to do. The United Kingdom has a proud history as a staunch defender of human rights, champion of the oppressed, and celebrant of diversity and freedoms everywhere. The Anti-Genocide Amendment is our chance to continue this proud tradition and help protect innocent lives from evildoers. The amendment creates a necessary mechanism by which the United Kingdom is able to uphold its international obligations regarding genocide and safeguard us from being complicit through commerce and trade with genocidal regimes. I have spent many years in places scarred by war, slavery, and genocide. What I witnessed molded me. I swore I would do all I could to inhibit such suffering. Critics of the amendment note that the designation of genocide should only be determined through international courts. We all know there exist certain states against whom a verdict of genocide is inconceivable due to the nature and limitations of the international legal system, its courts, and base realpolitik. We must not allow those who commit crimes against humanity, such as genocide, be protected by the deficiencies of our evolving international system. We must be prepared to act unilaterally when required, and by our example, lead, encouraging states to uphold their international human rights obligations should be the keystone upon which we build global Britain. As a newly independent, sovereign United Kingdom, now is the time to re-establish ourselves as a global moral authority. The best way to do this is by standing up for our values and employing innovative thinking, as exemplified in the Genocide Amendment. Mr. Deputy Speaker, in the course of today's debate, I have listened to several honourable members express concern for our courts to determine genocide. I find it curious that international courts are not objected to, yet our domestic ones are. Other members have suggested that Parliament alone should determine genocide, and I wish to remind them that this runs against long-established UK policy, and also I'd ask members to consider that in 2016, this House unanimously voted to recognise the Yazidi genocide, but the government took no action, citing that genocide recognition is for the courts. I loathe rebellion and would travel great lengths to avoid it, but there are occasions when it is simply impossible to reconcile personal conviction with party loyalty. The Genocide Amendment is not perfect, but it provides a real opportunity of a new beginning for a reimagined foreign policy. I urge all in this House to support the Genocide Amendment and find themselves on the right side of history.